Thank you for coming. I'm up close. I'm crouched down. I haven't figured out my new perspective, but I am happy to have a new perspective. It gives me a new perspective. And there are 3 doors. 3 is a magic number. And this is a take on the doors. The doors, the dude, the doors abide. It's all here. Thank you so much for coming. I'm going to go way back so we can start from a seated position. I am going to leave my glasses here because I have a feeling in this new perspective I might forget where I put them. Here we go, sitting down. We're going to take our time just crossing the legs here. I'm going to cross mine a little deeper. I just needed a moment. I'm going to put the hands on the knees if they're not there already. The core is a bit engaged, so we're really getting tall, like our spine goes all the way to the crown of the head. So we're anti-compacting. We're getting large. We're going to breathe in and touch the ceiling. We're going to breathe out and bring the hands all the way down, and then all the way up again, breathing in, breathing out. Both directions, we're breathing in and out through the nose. Every time we reach up, we breathe in. Here it is. Every time the hands come down, we breathe out. And over and over. Next time you're up, we're going to stay up with the hands for a moment. And then what goes up must come down. We're going to put the right hand on the ground about 6 inches from the hip, fingers pointing away. Keep that right arm straight. We're keeping both arms straight. Left hand, palm faces the ceiling. We're going to come up and over, long reaching. Woo! My side is tight today. We're going to stay here, but don't move your right shoulder, and see if you can look up along the left elbow to the sky or the ceiling. We're going to breathe here. We're going to do a whole bunch of these seated poses today. Left hand down, right arm up and over. Boy, how my sides get so tight. Let's breathe here. Again, the shoulder's going to want to follow the looking, resist. Keep the shoulder in place, then look up along the right elbow. And back to hands on knees, back to that spine as straight as, make it almost unnaturally straight. Pull that core in, and then we're going to draw a big circle on the ceiling. One direction here at first. And then please the opposite direction. Very nice. Back to center. Show me your right palm with the fingers pointing down. We're going to take the left hand and pull those fingers back a little bit, and we'll take several breaths right here. Try not to let that right shoulder creep it up. Creep it on down. Very nice. Other side, please. Try not to creep that shoulder up. All right, let's stand however you want to stand. I'm going to move back a little bit and we're going to hop. Core is engaged. You could shake the hands out. You could pat the low ribs and a tiny bit of the midsection. It's a very light patting. Excellent. Feet about the distance of the hips. We're going to see how close I am to the wall. We're going to swing the arms forward here, one direction at first. Yeah, a little close. And then the opposite direction, please. And across the front, we'll switch which hand goes on top. Like I said, we're going to get it real slow today. All right, hands on the hips. We'll swing the hips around one direction at first. And the opposite direction, please. Find your visual lock, left foot down. The right knee is going to come up. Intertwined fingers are going to hold that knee. You could flex the foot. You could do nothing with it. But mainly core in, shoulders back. Again, that spine getting really long, even through the neck, getting super tall to the crown of the head. Breath in the nose, finding your visual lock to help you balance. Excellent. Other side, standing on the right, the left comes up. You can flex the foot. You don't have to. You could even rotate it. Lots of variations. More than anything, core in, shoulders back, standing tall, breathing in the nose. Great. One more before we get into it. We're going to step the right foot directly over the left. And we're going to forward fold only partially. We don't want hands on the ground. So however that works for you. And then we're going to circle in the hands. And switch the feet, so stepping the left over the right, whatever the opposite is for you. And we now shall pendulum the hands. It is a good practice to engage the core when we come up from a forward fold. Fantastic. Feet together, big toes touching, ankles a little bit apart. Thumbs out is nice on the shoulders. Let's see how this goes. Oh, okay. We're going to breathe in, reach up, look up, prayer to the moon. Breathing out, we're going to forward fold, bringing the hands low. If they don't go on the ground, legs should be straight. You can put the hands on the shins. We're going to look up, the core is engaged, and the shoulder blades are up and together. Forward fold on the out breath, all the way back up to the ceiling, hands in prayer, down to the heart, down to the floor, all the way back up on the in-breath. Breathing out, forward folding again, fingers low. We look up, we forward fold, all the way up again. Hands in prayer to the moon, bring the moon to the heart, down to the earth, all the way back up on the in-breath. Breathing out, forward folding, again, fingers low. We look up. And forward fold, here we go, back up, reaching out and up, hands in prayer, again down through the heart center, and then all the way back up, breathing out, forward folding, fingers low, we look up, And from here, we're gonna step back to the top of our first push-up top, belly and legs tight. You're welcome to put the knees down, but if you can do it, we're gonna hold it top just for a moment. And when you're ready, we'll lower or drop. Up dog, third eye, tight legs. Down dog, feet 2 fists apart. You could bend one leg, push the opposite heel towards down, stepping a little bit back and forth in place. Great. We'll walk our way up to the top of the mat, feet back together, fingers low. We look up, shoulder blades together. Forward fold, all the way back up, reaching out and up. Hands again down through the heart center, all the way back up on the in-breath. Breathing out, forward folding. We look up. Again, we step back, tower push-up. We lower, drop, up dog, and down dog. Great. If you like, up on the toes on the in-breath, down with the heels on the out-breath. Otherwise, staying still, looking at the knees or the navel. All right, step or jump, top of the mat. We look up and we forward fold. One more, all the way up to the ceiling. Hands in prayer back down through the heart. Up again on the in-breath. Forward folding on the out-breath. We look up. We step in, top push-up, tight. We lower, drop. Up dog and down dog. And we're going to stay here. Remembering you can rest if you like. Always breathing in the nose. Excellent. Step, jump, top of the mat, toes together. We look up and we forward fold. All the way up, prayer to the moon. If you want to arch back, go ahead and lift the heart. And then arms right back down at the sides. Excellent. Again, big toes together, ankles apart. Let the knees fall together as you sit in chair. Utkatasana. Good. Up over. Again, forward folding, fingers low. We look up, core in, shoulder blades together. Stepping again, top of tight push-up. We lower, drop. Up dog. Down dog. We're aiming almost for the wrist. Right foot warrior one, left foot pivots out flat. Arms up, torso squaring forward. To encourage more of that squaring forward, we're going to reach the left arm forward and push into the outside edge of the foot in the back. It's the left one. Very nice. Touch the ceiling again. And yes, hands back down, stepping. We lower, drop, up dog, down dog. Left foot stepping, right foot pivots out. Arms up initially, and then we're reaching that right arm forward. We're breathing here. Great. Touch the ceiling again. And yes, hands back down, stepping. We lower, drop, up dog, and down dog. And we're going to breathe here. Excellent. Step or jump, top of the mat, toes together. We look up. We forward fold. We sit in chair again. And standing, shoulders back. Great. Let's do a couple more. We sit in chair. Up over, forward folding. We look up, shoulder blades together. We step back, top of tight push up. We lower, drop. Up dog. Down dog. Right foot again, warrior one. Left foot turns out. Hands in prayer above the head, core in and up. If you want to arch back, lift the heart up. Great. Hands back down again, stepping. We lower, drop, up dog, down dog. Left foot stepping, right foot turns out. Woo! Hands in prayer above the head, core in and up. You can arch back if you like, lift the heart a little. All right, hands back down, stepping. We lower, drop, up dog, and down dog, and we stay here. Deep breathing in the nose, maybe tongue to the roof of the mouth. Step, jump, top of the mat, toes together. We look up and we forward fold. Feet and knees sitting in chair, standing, shoulders back. We're going to do warrior two on this one. We sit in chair again. Great. Up, over, forward folding. We look up. We step in, top of push up. We lower, drop. Up dog. Down dog. Right foot warrior two, left foot pivots out, heel to heel, wrist to wrist, knee over the ankle, dropping the shoulders, engagement of the core, looking at the right hand. We're going to turn that right hand so the palm faces the ceiling. We're going to arch back, gently placing the left hand on the back leg, no weight there. We're going to look up along the elbow. We're keeping the knee and over the ankle in the front. Core is still engaged. We're going to take a couple breaths here. Excellent. Hands back down, stepping. We lower, drop. Up dog. Down dog. Left foot, warrior two. Heel to heel, wrist to wrist. We're going to breathe here, looking at the hand in front of us. Turn that hand in the front, palm facing the ceiling, or arch back. The right hand barely touches the back leg. Couple of breaths here. Excellent. Hands again back down, stepping. We lower, drop, up dog, and down dog. And we're going to breathe here. All right, walk your way up to the top of the mat. We look up and we forward fold. Let's sit in chair. I'm going to intertwine the fingers today and turn the palms up. That may go out of frame. You could just have arms straight up. We're going to take several breaths here. Excellent. Please stand. We shall take the feet apart about the distance of the hips. And grab elbows or prayer. We're going to hang down. Let everything fall off your back. Keep on breathing. Engage the core all the way up to the ceiling with the hands and all the way back down. Peace fingers under big toes, thumbs touching, big toes pushing the fingers down, elbows away, top of the head down. It's okay if the legs are bent. We try to make them straight. That is in the stretching. All the way up again to the ceiling. And all the way down again, each hand under each foot from the front. You can pull up on the feet if you like. Right, let's stand, top of the mat, feet back together, big toes touching, ankles apart, thumbs out. We're gonna take a couple of breaths here. All right, we sit in chair. Great, up over forward folding. We look up, we're stepping again, top of push up. We lower drop, up dog, down dog, warrior two, right foot stepping. And we're gonna stay here just a couple of breaths. For triangle, we're gonna straighten the leg in the front. Sometimes I secretly shorten the stance like a half inch. I'm gonna reach that right arm out and then right hand down, left arm up. We're gonna breathe here. If the hand rests on the shin, make it as light as possible. If you're tempted to push, you can do palms out and away. And then someday maybe your fingertips will come down and touch the mat. Maybe. Let's place both hands on the shin. I would definitely shorten the stance 2 or 3 inches here. You could stay with the hands on the shin or we twist. I like to put the back of the left hand outside of my leg, gripping the big toe in the front. Even here, that spine is growing long from the tail to the crown of the head. A moment longer. Excellent, hands down again, stepping. We lower drop, up dog, down dog, left foot stepping, right foot turns out. Warrior two right here for a moment. And again, we straighten the leg in the front. We're going to reach out a bit for triangle and ultimately left hand down, right arm up. Both hands on the shin, let's shorten the stance a couple of inches. And those of you that want to twist, don't let the hip jump out. Excellent, hands back down, we're stepping again, top of push-up, we lower drop, up dog, tight legs, down dog looking at navel, warrior two again on the right foot stepping, back up. When you are ready, we're going to do extended side angle by taking the center of the right forearm on the leg out near the knee. Left arm up and over. Those of you that want to can put the right hand on the ground. We're breathing. Back up to warrior two. We are going to twist, your choice with the back foot. Flat is the standard tradition. It's a little more intense. I'm going to come to the ball of the foot. Left arm comes through. You could also put the knee down if you like, hands in prayer, pulling towards the chest, we'll turn the fingers to the face. We're going to breathe here. Great, hands down again, we step in the top of push-up, we lower drop, up dog, down dog, left foot, warrior two, please. When you are ready, forearm on the leg, right arm up and over, and whatever you did on the other side, we'll see if we can copy it. Long reaching all the way through your side, deep breathing in the nose. If your arm's on the leg, you want to be able to look up and see the ceiling with your arm not down in front of you. We're going to pull that back if we can. Back up to warrior two. Whatever you did on the twist on the other side, we shall do the same. Hands in prayer. You could be ball of the foot with the knee up. You could be ball of the foot with the knee down. Flat footing if you care to, if you did that on the other side. Great. Hands down again, stepping type of push-up. We lower drop. Up dog. Down dog. I'm going to step right foot for horse. If you need to face a certain direction, you can figure out that facing. By the way, the heels are about the distance of your elbows, toes splayed, knees opening out, and we're going to hold the moon with both hands. We're breathing, core is a bit engaged, and we're just staring straight forward up as if there's nothing there. All right, here. We stand straight with the legs. We're going to turn the feet in so they're like railroad tracks, outside edges of the feet about the same as the outside of the mat. We're going to reach straight up and then straight down. If possible, fingertips on the same line as the big toes. If it's very difficult, feet can go a bit further apart. You can try to bring the palms down. We're trying to bring the head down towards about that same space too. We're going to breathe here. We don't force the body. We're just breathing. These are just guidelines. Excellent. Back up. We're going to reach out to the ends of the fingers. And then behind the back, we shall intertwine those fingers. If your upper back holds tension, push the palms all the way together, even if it restricts your movement. Otherwise, apart is fine. You can experiment with that and see how it feels on your body. It's not about the depth of the forward fold, although you can go really deep. The hands can come all the way up and over. Excellent. Back up again. We're going to grab the moon and then bring it all the way down to your shins, maybe to your ankles. If the legs can remain straight, you can grab the big toes. With the peace fingers, pull the elbows away from the ears, even if it doesn't feel like they're moving, just in that direction, head again, down towards the earth, on the line the big toes have made. Stay down low, both hands over to the right for a moment. And then please over to the left. And let's stand and let's shorten the stance to about 3.5 feet if you're on the taller side. Right toes straight forward, back foot about 45 degrees. Arms out for the rotation here. And then behind the back, we'll grab elbows or reverse prayer. Shoulders back. We're going to keep the shoulders back as we look up, and then we're going to come down and look at the right foot. Several breaths just like this. You could stay like this through the transitions also, but for now, we're all staying here. You're welcome to stay like this. Great for stretching the hamstrings, which mine always need probably more. But if you prefer, up into warrior three. The half moon, if you like, right hand down, left arm up. Switching of the hands. And left foot back down if it was up. We pivot on this one. Right toes 45, left toes out, arms out. And behind the back again. We look up, shoulder blades together, and back down. We're going to take separate breath here. Those of you that did warrior three can do it again now. And half moon, left hand down, right arm up. If you like, it's a little difficult switching the hands. And then the wall. All right, let's stand. And you can move around a little bit. Great. Tree. I love the trees. We're going to stand on the left foot. Grab that right ankle. You could hold it up there. You could lock it up there. You could put it out in the front. Hands of the heart are all the way up, and we're going to breathe just like this. Very nice. Let's do the other side of that. Standing on the right, the left is coming up. And whatever you did on the other side, you're close to the wall, you can touch and release the wall. I used to do that in the early days of my practice. And the balance is something we can build, and that's something we maintain. Very nice. Back to the left foot. Right knee is coming up. Today, left hand grabs that right knee, other hand on the hip. You could stay here. You could reach back. You could look back. You could grab the big toe, extending the leg out. Again, we are standing tall, breathing in the nose. Very nice. Let's do the other side. Standing on the right, left comes up, right hand grabs that. Stay here. Reach, whatever you did on the other side again. When we stand tall, you pull that core in to help you stand tall. Very nice. Let that down. I got one more, I think, here for the balancing. Standing on the left foot, I'm gonna come a little closer. We're gonna grab the right ankle and reach that knee down towards the ground. Core is in. Left hand handshakes the moon all the way up. Excellent. Other side, please. Standing on the right, left ankle we are grabbing. Actively reaching down through the knee, right arm handshaking the universe. Excellent. Feet about the distance of the hips. We're coming down into our squat. Elbows into the legs, hands in prayer. Let your back get tall again. Think of that spine getting really long through the neck, through the crown of the head. Few breaths here. Hands in prayer straight forward. We're coming all the way up to the moon and then all the way back down. Hands in prayer straight forward. All the way up again to the moon. Back down, hands in prayer straight forward. Again, all the way up. Again, all the way back down. Today, one more. All the way up again. Let's stay standing. We're going to bring the arms down at the sides and we're going to bring the feet back together. Big toes touching. Let's just take a couple breaths here like a mountain. All right, we sit in the chair. Good. Up and over, forward folding. We look up. We're stepping again, type of push up. We lower drop. Up dog. Down dog. We're going to hold the right foot up. You could bend that leg if you like. Keep the armpit down though. And throw that right shin top of the mat. Left foot crawls back a bit. You lift the heart. And then down we come, forearms, head down, breathing here. All right, hands down again. We're stepping back. You could shake that leg if you like. And then yes, top of push up. And we lower, drop, up dog, and down dog. Left leg up. You're welcome to bend that leg, opening up the hip. Throw that shin up top. We're going to crawl that leg back. We look up, and then again, back down. We breathe here. Very nice. One more time, hands back down. We stepping top of push up, tight. We lower, drop, up dog, down dog, and let's sit down. We're going to put the left foot out in front with the right foot against the left thigh. Left hand's going to grab the foot, or you could hold a rope. Want to keep the extended leg straight. On the in breath, we're breathing in, reaching up and looking up. On the out breath, we're folding down, bringing that shoulder down too. And then all the way back up on the in-breath, and please, over and over. Out-breath on the downward fold. Next time you're up, we'll stay up, we'll look to the reaching hand. Great, let's do the other side. Right leg out, left sole in. My foot is lit very well. Right hand grabs the foot of the shin, or strap, up on the in-breath and all the way down on the out-breath. Over and over, please. And next time you're up, we're going to stay up, reaching long, sitting up tall, continuing the breathing, looking at the left hand. Great. Let's bring the soles of the feet together. We're going to pull them in nice and close. Left hand grabs the small toes, right hand on top. And we're going to sit up nice and tall. You could butterfly the legs if you like. I'm going to do that. The knees are going all the way down towards the earth, even though mine are not quite going there. Some of you, they may go there. Great. And when you're ready, we're going to put the elbows against the legs. Shoulder blades are backing together and they're going to stay there, and that will restrict the movement. We're going to lengthen out and try to put the sternum on the big toes, and we're going to breathe here. Great. Back up. Let's cross the legs tonight. We're going to do a slightly different twist. We're going to do it partially dynamic and then with holds. We're going to sit up tall. Let's put the hands on the shoulders, fingers down the front, thumbs down the back. You could do goddess arms if you like. We're going to turn to one side, in breath, other side, out breath. If one side feels like it's resisting the movement, like it's tight on one side, that's the side you should put the out breath on. And it'll be different person to person, so you know where that is. We're keeping the spine straight. You can engage the core a little bit to help that. Right hand is going to grab the left knee. Left hand can go right behind you or all the way around the back, grabbing the shirt, the pocket, the leg, or the foot. Sit up really tall again with that spine straight as we twist in the torso, and then gently look back with the head at the eyeball line, whatever's back there. Great. Let's come all the way over, please, to the other side. Left hand grabbing the right knee, right hand either behind you or all the way around. See if we can get a hold of something there, sitting up tall, looking at the wall. Good, back to center. We're gonna be on the tailbone. I'm gonna double up my mat for that. You don't have to, but you can if you like. And then, of course, since I bothered to double up, I shall sit on the doubled up part. Legs bent. We're gonna bring the arms under the legs and roll back under the tail. You could stay right here. You could let go, locking the shoulders back. You could straight the legs. Shoulders back, hands behind the head's a lot of work. We're gonna take a few breaths here. Cross the legs, grab the shins, sit up really tall, shoulders back and down. Good, up again, please. Number 2 of 5. Cross the legs, sit up nice and tall. Up again, please. Shoulders back, breath in the nose, looking at the feet, even if the legs are bent. Cross the legs, grab the shins. Up again. We're looking at the feet. If the legs are bent, it doesn't mean the head's coming down. We're still keeping the shoulders back, but the eyeballs are looking at the feet. Good, cross the legs, sit up nice and tall. Oh my. I think this is number 4. Back up. Well, we'll see. I'll get some comments about my counting ability. Cross the legs, sit up tall. Woo! This feels like we already did 5, but we're doing one more. Back up. Excellent. Hug the knees in. If you rolled up your mat, you may want to flip it back as best as you can. And we're going to lie back and grab the shins with the forearms, pull them down, bring the nose up towards the knees. Excellent. We're going to do bridge. Feet down flat, feet and knees about 2 fists apart. And we're going to lift the hips. As we lift the hips, intertwine the fingers underneath and push the arms down and tuck those shoulders under. You can do it in the opposite direction or the opposite order that I just said as well. And those of you that want to do Urdhva Dhanurasana are probably already doing it. We're going to breathe here. Good, all the way down. You can bring the knees into the chest again. And then we're gonna go upside down. We're starting with plow. You could just flip the legs up against the wall, but if you're coming along, plow first. Hands can be on the back with the fingers really almost touching the spine, thumbs coming around the front as best they can, or intertwine fingers with the arms down. We're gonna take several breaths here. If your hands are not on your back, please place them there now and lift the feet straight up into the ceiling. Heavy shoulders, heavy elbows. We're going to breathe and look at the feet long time. You're welcome to take a break. You're welcome to get out. And we're just gonna stay here. Great, bend the legs, bring the knees down towards the ears, roll onto your back. And we're gonna do dead bugs, so we're holding the soles of the feet, excuse me, knees in the armpits, you could stay still, you could rock around. And let's bring the knees back into the chest. We're gonna keep the knees and feet together. And imagine you have pencils, one on each knee pointed up to the moon. And we're gonna draw circles around the moon. Just one direction at first, keep going. And then we'll go the opposite direction. Good, back to center. Let's, we're gonna keep the knees up into the chest. And if you can bring your arms out like a T, if you've got restricted space, which I just realized I have on this right side, you can do this with goddess arms too. And we're gonna, like cactus arms, we're gonna let the knees fall to the right as you look to the left. And you could put that right hand on the legs if you like. And we're gonna take several breaths here in this restorative twist. And let's come all the way up and then please over to the other side. Very nice. Back up to center. Hug the knees into your chest. Thank yourself for coming out. Tell yourself you did a good job. And I'm going to roll up the sitting for a meditation, which I'm going to talk us through. You're welcome to take it laying down. Most of the elements are applicable if you lay down. I'm going to sit on a rolled up mat. It's very helpful if you're sitting longer than 5 minutes, or it's helpful even when you're sitting 5 minutes. Let me set my timer. Good. So legs gently crossed. You don't have to do the foot thing. Intertwine fingers, thumbs touching, shoulders back, core in, chin hanging slightly to the chest. We're going to become aware of the body breathing itself. Attempt to put all of our attention on that magic happening. If the mind is a little distracted, it's not a problem. We don't worry about that. We can breathe the body and put our mind's attention on that breath that we're controlling. If you want a little more, you can count the breath that you're controlling. And when you get to 11, you go back to 1, and we'll be here 4 minutes from here. And then let's bring the hands to the heart center. We'll rub them together a little bit. And then we're gonna reach the arms all the way up like a big funnel. We're gonna take a breath in through the nose as much as we can get. We're gonna breathe in more through the mouth. And even more. Hold the breath, tighten the core, tighten the legs, lift the floor. And we let it all out. You're living your dream, don't miss it. Namaste. Thank you so much for coming out this evening. And let me stop the YouTube recording.